so for the fish, I'm gonna go ahead and brine it. Now, I'm gonna be using this right here, lemonade thyme. It's called a dry brine on the bottle, but I wanted to set something straight. There's no such thing as a dry brine. I'm gonna do a normal brine. So what I have here is water. I'm gonna do about 1 cup of this stuff to about 1.5 quarts of water in there. Go ahead and mix that up really good. And there we go, our brine is ready to go. Now the reason why a dry brine doesn't exist is because you need water. The reason why it's called a brine is because it's osmosis. And as you know, if you guys learned this in science class in like grade school, osmosis is the process where the water like filters through the protein. Something like that. I'm not a scientist, but you get the point. You need water for the brine. A dry brine is a cure, so we'll just call dry brines cure. So I've got this beautiful Copper River salmon. It's in the season. I love this kind of fish. This is a sockeye Copper River. As you can see, the color is just gorgeous on this fish. I'm gonna brine this and then we're gonna roast it off tomorrow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brine the belly portion of the fish and then a good chunk of the tail, just because I'm gonna shred it up. I'm gonna save this for another day. Okay, they're in the brine. I'm just gonna toss this in the fridge overnight, preferably. I would say let it go for at least 4 to 6 hours, but I'm just gonna let this go overnight. Now for this beautiful piece right here, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do like a how to cook a salmon video. I don't know. Comment down below what you think. Now, since we're working with salmon, I thought it'd be really cool to use this everything bagel that we have at Spiceology. This is one of our salt-free blends. We have this in normal with the salt, but if you want to utilize this without salt, go ahead and just do the salmon without brining it and roast it off just like that. Anyways, back to the dough. Now I'm gonna be doing bao buns. This is a Chinese style of a steam bun, and I'm gonna sort of just form them and then just put this like on the outside like a little crust. First, start off with your warm water. Then we're gonna toss in the yeast, let that bloom. The 3 tablespoons of sugar, then dry non-fat milk powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon baking soda, 1/4 cup of canola oil, and then we're just gonna mix that all up. Now at this point, we're just gonna let this proof for about an hour, let it rise, then we'll work the dough. All right, if you guys are wondering what's going on, so am I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna roast off the fish. I wanna get a nice hard roast on it, so I've got the oven set to about 450 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm just gonna cook this off while my dough is proofing. See what we're doing here? We're doing 2 things at once. We're multitasking. So I'm gonna just roast this off, get a nice hard roast. So that's why I want my oven set so high. About 5 to 8 minutes. All right guys, salmon is out of the oven. This is all we want. We want it to be just cooked through so we could go ahead and flake it just like that. Come on, focus camera. There we go. Okay, so we got it just like this. Now we're ready to go ahead and make our salmon dip. Okay, so for this, super easy. In a bowl, got a 1/4 cup of sour cream. Then I'm doing just about a tablespoon of horseradish, or you could just do that to taste. It might be too strong for others. I like mine to be spicy with the horseradish. About a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 1/4 cup of mayo, good squeeze of lemon juice, black pepper. Mix that up. Okay, so now I've got about 2 cups of the mix here. Then I would say I have about 10, 12 ounces of salmon. I'm just gonna sort of like flake that up into the bowl. I don't wanna break it up too much. I still wanna keep it nice and flaky, big chunks. There we go, we've got this beautiful looking salmon dip. Oh, got some on the table. Mmm, delicious. Okay friends, this has nothing to do with the recipe, but I just wanted to show you how versatile this dough is. This is the exact recipe I'm using for this bao bun dough. Check it out. We've got a ham bao bun. Focus. There we go. We've got a ham bao bun, freshly baked, stuffed with the pork that I made the other day. This has nothing to do with the recipe, but I'm just showing you that you can make some beautiful looking buns like this with this pinch bun recipe. Beautiful looking little bao bun. Okay. All right, friends, the dough has proofed enough, and I've got my table just floured right now. I've got a mix of, this is a dusting mix. I've used this in my past bread videos. Just 20% semolina and 70% flour. Anyways, that's dusted on the table, and the way I've done this in the past is I've just rolled a whole sheet and then punched out with a cookie cutter circles. But I like the more traditional route. I mean, I gotta say, I've made thousands of these freaking things in catering in Seattle. Learned from awesome chefs that are actually legit from China, and they grew up making these, right? The way they do it is they just roll each ball by hand instead of a whole sheet. It just comes out so much better. So let's do that. So if you want them all to be the same size, go ahead and get a scale, weigh them out. So first I'm going to show you guys the legit way to do this, which is the pinch bun style, the fold over little taco looking thing that you guys normally see. And then I'm going to show you guys this fun idea that I have for this video. If you already saw the beginning, you know what I made, but yeah, I'm going to do like a little steamed off bagel looking bun. Should be fun. Roll, then turn. Roll, then turn. You got to keep doing this process, rolling, turning. I'm gonna put a little bit of canola oil, rub that all over, and just give that a fold over, just like that. Now for the fun ones, here's what I'm thinking. Take the ball, just gonna run our finger in the middle there. And then we'll just sort of stretch it like this a little bit. And boom, we've got a little round donut looking guy. Now for this, I'm gonna just do a little bit of canola. Right there, just like that. Then our everything bagel blend, all over that. Put some of that everything spice all over that. And there we go, everything pinch bun. Okay guys, so now I'm just gonna steam these off. I've got them all in here in my little steamer basket. These little bamboo guys you can find usually at Chinatown in your spot. If you don't have one of these, just use a normal steamer. Anyways, got them in here lined with parchment. I'm gonna steam them off for about 7 minutes, okay? All right guys, there you go. I don't know what to call it. I guess I'll just call it a steam bun. I was thinking bagel bao, but that's kind of dumb. Let's just call them steam buns. So we've got the regular pinch bun right here, which this is great. And then we've got this one, this little fun round guy. These will probably take you a couple minutes longer to cook just because they're thicker. But yeah, beautiful little bun. Salmon dip and the bun plated up as is, perfect. Just to add some pop, I added some of that scallion oil that I showed you guys how to make on my TikTok. These remind me of the ones we used to do at Palace, one of the restaurants I worked at. We used to do like a Chicago style steam bun with pork cheek. That was delicious. Like I said, this is a salt-free one. So if you can't really have salt, this is perfect. Just don't do the brine. This right here, mix it with water, you got a ready-made brine. This lemonade thyme came out gorgeous. And then I just made a regular pinch bun bao, and honestly, I think this is the way to go. Just make it like this, fold it up, and there you go. Everything in one package. Damn. Comment down below what you think, what else you'd like me to make. Don't forget to tag Spiceology and me and all the things you make on Insta so we can repost it. Like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell if you're new here. I'll see you in the next one.